Welcome, everybody. My name is John Cerrone. Many of you guys know me as JC Limitless. And today I wanted to take the time to do this stream to kind of reconnect with everybody who is following me, has been a part of Limitless, and or is looking to learn more about Limitless. I wanted to do a little introduction about myself, explain to you guys what we're doing here, and take it from there. If you guys haven't already, there's a link down in the description. You guys can follow it and give the page a like and a follow over there. So allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is John Cerrone. I've been coaching since 2015. I'm a results coach. That's my main focus. I'm a father, I'm an entrepreneur, and a results coach. I like to follow the 3 C's with Limitless. First of all, I like to connect with you guys, get to know you guys, understand, what it is your goals are, what it is that your purpose is, or what you guys are interested in, and how I can help you achieve those things. That's literally my forte, is getting results for the things that you guys might be working on as far as your goals. Community is really big to me. It's something that has proven and shown that it can help other people, excel a lot faster, right? So like if you're working on something by yourself, you're kind of stuck to your own devices, but with here we have a community, and pulling people together, allowing people to get to know each other, allowing people to participate more, and be a part of what we're doing here helps accelerate that process a lot faster. And as you guys can see, I have a new studio set up I've been working on, and we're going to be streamlining a lot more stuff here coming up pretty soon. There'll be a lot more things for you guys to get involved in, a lot more ways for you guys to connect. I look forward to seeing you guys here on the live streams. It helps out with myself, the things that I do, and how I can connect with you guys and get feedback from you guys, which allows me to bring you guys even better content. The coaching thing is what it is. I love coaching and working with people. I love to be able to, know that, people don't feel like they're all by themselves. They don't feel like they're completely alone out here. I think especially in these uncertain times and the things that we see out here today, it's crazy out here, and there's no better, feeling for me, and I'm just giving you guys my experience and my side of it, to know that I've gone through experiences, I've learned things, I've studied and researched things, I've helped thousands of people through my coaching in the past, with proven results, that I can share this information and share these experiences and share these live streams and coaching things with you guys to help you guys out with where you guys are and what you guys are working on for yourselves. Also too, I'd like to kind of go over like what you guys can see here with the content, and as usual, I do have my notes here with me, because this is something that I'm super passionate about. This is something that I dig hardcore into, like leading up to what we're talking about now. I'm kind of going over who I am and what I'm trying to do for you guys, and just reintroduce myself. There's a lot of you guys that have been following me since 2015. A lot of you guys have been following me maybe for the last like 2-3 years, through other entities of things that I've been doing. Regardless of it, you guys have all heard me speak about personal development and speak about eating right and working on yourself and being productive and living a good life and being a good person and things of those nature, and that's where my passion is. That I took this passion on back in right around 2008. I started getting interested in people's potential, and just for a quick reference, like I grew up as a troubled youth and getting in trouble, and there's a point in my life where I was like, dude, life is tough. There's nothing out here good for me. I'm not good enough to be anything. I'm not good enough to make a lot of money. I'm not gonna ever get out of the situation I'm in. Like, that was the type of mentality I had. Like, I had a super negative and pessimistic mindset, right? And because of that, and finding things that I was able to accomplish that I didn't think I could accomplish before, and running into like psychology and neuropsychology and neuroscience, neuroplasticity, human behavior, things of that nature. Like I grew an interest towards it because lots of things that I thought that I couldn't do, I ended up finding out later in life that I actually could do. And not only could I do them, but I could do much more than what I thought I could do. Like, it was almost as if you were almost programmed to think like, hey, look, like, this is what it is. This is the cards you're dealt. Deal with it. You know what I mean? But I'm a strong believer that we as individuals and people, man, like, we can do whatever it is. Not, I mean, like, obviously we're going to have, like, you're not going to be Kobe Bryant or, something like that if, you're 4'11" or something, but we can find a focus and become great at it. We can do much more than, what the average norm is. And I think that the more that people learn about themselves, the more they learn about their mindset, the more they learn about their emotions, the more they learn about potential, their human potential, and what they can do. They'll learn very quickly, man. Like, there's not much out here that you can't actually achieve, like, given, certain things, and I'm not saying that to be, hey, like, my brand is limitless, but there's certain things that maybe you can't do. Maybe you are 4'11", like, you're probably not going to be out dunking with the NBA players. You know what I mean? Like, there's going to be certain things that, qualify you to be able to do things in life, but getting fit, working on your mindset, learning to work with and deal with your emotions, working on your business, working on becoming, a better dad or a better mom, or, a productive member of society. Like, those are all the basis things, and you can grow from there. Like, there's plenty of people in the world, especially in America, that, like, they're first gen millionaires, and they did it. They were the first ones in their family to do it, the first generation of their family to become that. And I'm sure that, looking back in their history and their family tree, there's tons of people in their family that said, hey, like, that's just not in our cards. Work your 9 to 5, pay your bills and die. Right. And so with the ability to understand what your potential is and what you're capable of, I become fascinated with it. And that's become like my major focus and passion in life, is to keep finding, accelerating, pushing the edge of that stage, and finding where the edge of that stage is and pushing it a little more, because there's nothing feels greater than being able to do something that somebody says that you cannot do, or something that you believe before that you couldn't do. Right. So that's where I'm coming from with this stuff, and like, we'll go over a lot of different things. We'll be talking about, I made some notes about some things so that way you guys can kind of get a general idea of what we're going to be talking about here. I'm going to try to do like 3 to 4 streams a week here. Roughly, maybe less, maybe more, until we get a little more streamlined and we get a little more organization going. I literally just got the studio together, so work with me and bear with me, but we'll be coming with all kinds of cool stuff, man. And like, there'll be different ways that we can work together and connect together and do things together. I'm working on getting things together for you guys, as far as like some type of group where you guys can work together in a group. There'll be different levels of groups. There'll be coaching and different levels of coaching, all kinds of stuff that you guys can get involved in. And some of the things that we'll be going over is like your belief and your belief system, challenging those beliefs, challenging yourself. A big thing we're going to be going over is like truth and facts. Truth and facts is going to be like a huge topic that we're going to talk about a lot, because that is the foundation, the base of all of your thoughts, your decisions, your desires, your what you believe you can and cannot do. We're going to go deep on that. That's going to be a big one. It's going to be fun. Obviously, we're going to be talking about like your potential, your fitness, your mindset, your business, your family, networking. There's going to be tons of stuff that we're going to be talking about and going over. Now that I got a basic studio set up for you guys. I can start going live and hanging out with you guys and doing stuff with you guys to help you guys with what it is that you guys are working on now. What's up, Megan? Good to see you. But listen, like, I just wanted to kind of like reconnect with you guys. You know, like, I went over my notes. It's kind of robotic of me, but guys, like, connect with me, talk to me, send me messages. Let me know how I can help you guys. We're going to be going full blast, full blown, full time in this whole thing, all in, with doing these live streams and being here. And I'm going to build as many bridges as I can for you guys to connect with each other, to connect with me, to work on yourself, to work on your fitness, your business, your family, whatever it is that I can do for you guys to help you guys to get wherever you guys want to go. Everyone's going to be different. Everyone has different interests, different passions. Maybe some of you guys are just completely fucking lost and you're like, yo, like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what to do next. I don't know where to go. And I'm saying that being completely honest, because even for myself, like from 2015 to 19, like I was all in on this thing, doing coaching, working with clients, doing all this stuff. I ended up canceling contracts and stopping coaching because of what I saw after COVID, right? Like, to me, like, and I'm giving you guys my experience, my example, and maybe you guys can figure out like how that works for you and maybe how it relates to you. Because for me, you know, like, I had this belief. Listen, like, this is why I'm telling you guys, like, I want to talk about your beliefs. I want to talk about challenging those beliefs and your awareness of those beliefs, and what are you aware of and what are you not aware of? Because it was, to my understanding, you know, from my experience in life in 2008 to 2015, completely studying and learning as much as I could about human beings and psychology and how, you know, people act and their behavior and like why they do what they do. Because I went from like a crappy mindset and lifestyle which was all my own. It was all my own fault. It was all my own creation and doing, to understanding what I'm actually capable of and where I could go with this thing. And I mean, I built a multiple 6-figure business, and I've never, and at that point, I never owned a business in my life. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, right? And then when I saw that opened my mind to more and more things, and the things that I was reading, the things that I was learning was accurate, and I was able to apply it and create something from it. And in my coaching, like, your awareness has to keep growing, right? And I would say that, in a sense, my awareness stopped growing because I became so understanding of what was in front of me that I wasn't having enough understanding of what was actually possible. Now, I talk about possibilities and doing great things and doing amazing things, but in this awareness, when the thing came around, China came around, like, I had this awareness, but I started watching men and women who I believe to be very strong-willed, very strong-minded, very goal-oriented, like very focused on what they wanted to do, start to crumble and become weak because of what happened with the virus, right? So like, and listen, like, everybody was like, what is this? Like, this is weird. Like, is it spooky? Is it scary? Is it real? Like, what's happening? I get it. Like, there was like so much uncertainty and so much stuff going on. But when I started to see the mindsets of these strong individuals, and I'm talking some of these people I looked up to, some of these people coached me before. And when I started to see this, I was like, wow, like, this is something that was completely unexpected. I was not aware of, right? So like, that's why I talk about like what our beliefs are and what we're doing, because some of these beliefs that we have, they're probably super solid, but what could come and ruffle your feathers? You know, and my favorite thing to do is get to the foundation of this. That's why I talked about earlier about getting to the truth and getting to the facts, right? Because the truth and the facts lay at the base, at the foundation of everything that you are, do, believe, the decisions you make, the thoughts you have, the perceptions you have, the reality around you, and how you perceive that reality, right? I don't know if I'm going a little too deep on this, and I did want to do just an introduction, but this is the reality of life, you know, and I think this is a good example to show you guys, like, how asleep we kind of are at the wheel of life. You know, I've got it's probably going to end up being like 2, maybe 3 days of streaming on one topic that I want to go over, and it's like kind of like the evolution of like who we are as people and how our minds evolved and like how we evolved as a society and how that affects everybody. And you know, like we have all these easy buttons and things that are so simple for us that it kind of took away who we were, you know, like as men, as women, the roles we play, the life that we have, the life that we could have, the direction that we're going as individuals, as families, as communities, as society as a whole, like as a nation. There's so much that I want to go over, and I don't want to get into that because I know if I do, I'm not going to shut up, and I'm going to start spilling the beans on all the streams that are coming up. But my point is, you guys, is that excuse me. What's up, Paulo? How you doing, man? What's up, Joanne? Good to see you. Good to see you. Jeremy, good to see you guys. Good to see everybody popping in. Sorry, I'm not really paying attention to the comments, you guys. I'm actually, since this is kind of like the intro video, what I'm going to be doing, so you guys know in the future, is that this is recorded on Facebook right now. I am live on Facebook, but I'm also going to be uploading all these videos to my YouTube channel. So I'm going to kind of keep like the platform generalized. I'm not going to communicate too much with the chat on my streams, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up one day at the end of the week, or maybe Sunday, and maybe you guys can help me decide on that. You know, like I want to set up a day where, okay, I went over these streams through the week. Let's talk about it, and we'll have a stream where it's literally just Q&A the whole time. Like, what are we doing? What are you guys doing? What are you working on? What do you guys think of the content? What do you guys get from the content? What are you working on from the content? How can I help bring better content? What do you guys think would help you as far as content? Like, guys, like I'm going completely, you know, all in on this thing with you guys. So maybe you guys can help me choose a day at the end of the week. Maybe it's Friday night, or maybe it's Saturday during the day, or maybe it's Sunday during the day or Sunday night. But I want to pick a day and keep it that same day for Q&A, so that way we can do streams through the week, talk about those streams on that last stream for the week, the Q&A, or we could discuss what you guys would like to learn more of. I'm going to be setting up lots of stuff. So as you guys can see, I have two 55-inch monitors behind me, which I thought would be better than doing whiteboard. So I can do PowerPoints up here. I'm going to be doing presentations up here. I even set it up. Let me see. I don't even know what's going to pop up. This is kind of, here, check it out. So I can do a share like this. Let me see. Properties. So look, I can do a share like this where I can go over stuff with you guys and show you guys kind of, you know, what it is that I'm talking about. I got lots of stuff coming up. I got lots of cool stuff to help you guys out. But in the meantime, like I said, I really want to help you guys as far as my following, the people that are here, you know, and I don't just look at you guys. Many of you guys know this, that have been following me for a long time. I do not look at anyone here, you know, like I'm looking over here at my Facebook. I got Raimundo, I got Paulo, I got Megan, I got Joanne, I got Jeremy. Like, I don't look at that as like some digital profile, right? Because I know, oh shoot, I lost my screen. I know that, let me see. All right, so I know that Joanne has she's a real person and has a real life, and she's going through real things. The same thing with Paulo. I know he's a real person with a real business, and I know lots about Paulo because Paulo's been around since about 2015, 16. Like, I know he's a real person doing real things, going through real life scenarios, right? Like, I know that Jeremy, he was one of my mods on my streams before. Like, I know that he's a real person. Like, when I see those names and I see those pictures, I don't just see like digital profiles. There's real people with real lives, with real problems and real wins and real losses and real things going on. And not only do I see that, but I want you guys all to see that. And I want you guys to all get to know each other here in the comments, right? Like, I want you guys to know who each other are and how you guys can connect with each other. Like Paulo, like I'll give him a little shout out right now. Like, this dude does it all when it comes to like IT and security and phones and computers and replacing your screens. Like, this dude has a monster business that he's growing, and I was around and helped him when he was starting out. Like, I know that dude. I would do anything for that dude, right? And I want you guys to understand, like, hey, he has a service that maybe can help you guys. And maybe Megan can help you guys if you guys want interior design, because that's what she does. She's a contractor that does interior design for homes. Maybe she could help Paulo with his with the interior design of his business to make it more welcoming, to make people feel more at home when they come there. Like, you guys get to learn and know who each other are and how you guys can help each other. It's not just about personal development or business or just fitness, but the community itself is much more important than I am. It's much more important than my content. The community and what you guys can do, I'm just like a vehicle where you guys can, you know, you're on the road of life and this is your pit stop. You guys sit here, you chill here, you're safe here, you can talk about things here, game plan here, work on things together, get to know each other, help each other, give each other ideas, and then get back on the road and do your thing tomorrow. You understand? Like, that's the community thing. Like, any of you guys that's been following me since 2015, and I keep bringing this up because back then, that's all I really cared about and talked about. I talked more about the Limitless Mafia. That's what I call the community back then. That's what they asked to be called, because I'm Italian and they were limitless, and they're like, call us Limitless Mafia, right? Like, that was my main focus over content, over speaking engagements. I spoke on stage with Les Brown and Chris Record and the Periscope Summit twice, Grace to Be. I spoke all over the nation, but my main focus and the thing I cared most about was you guys, the community, and how we could help each other and build things together and do things together. People were helping each other so much. Like, I didn't know anything about social media. People were making Instagram pages for me and like, hey, you got to get your name before somebody takes it. And I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And they're making me YouTube channels. They're creating emails for me because I didn't even have an email. I could make you a shitload of money, but I didn't know anything about social media at the time. And I mean, I still like, I would not say I'm a social media expert. You know what I mean? I push it. You guys show up or you don't. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the way I look at it. And moving forward, like, it's going to be the same thing. The community is what's most important to me. Second to that is going to be the content. And I'm going to let everyone know now that's watching this video, that's hearing what I'm saying. Like, I have a very specific type of content that I'm going to deliver to you guys. I've been, for the last week, sitting here hammering out more and more and more new content, revised content, more piercing content, and more specific content for you guys. I'm not really interested in like, hey, you know, today's better than yesterday. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in giving you guys stuff to make you feel better about doing a little bit better today than you did yesterday. I want you guys to really dig into who you are. I want you to dig into what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, how you can strengthen those weaknesses, how you can use your weaknesses as leverage for your strength, how you can use all of these tools and all of this stuff and learn more about your stuff and stop avoiding things you've been avoiding and stop hiding from things you've been hiding from to make your life better. Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, listen very closely to what I'm going to say, okay? And this is gonna go for you guys that have children, all right? And I'm saying that because I have a son. He's 9, Giovanni. He just started football, and I got practice with him tonight. And like, something dawned on me, and this was a couple years ago. And the more I learn, and the more things that go on in my life, the more dominant this thought in my mind becomes about. Think about yourself, okay? And like, this is kind of cool because we're live and nobody can see each other and nobody can like raise a hand and see who's raising their hand. But if this is you, and I'm pretty sure this is 100% of the people here, I want you to think about you, the real you, right? Like not the JC Limitless and the Limitless legends on social media. I'm talking about, dude, I've been fucking homeless. I've been beat down. I've been scared shitless. I've been in jail. I've been beat up. I've beat people up. I've done bad things. I've done great things. I've completely changed my life and went a different direction. I've dedicated myself to doing great things. I still suffer by myself. I still have to figure out things by myself. I still look at like, damn, man, like, why am I not doing better in this sector yet? Why am I not well known as the #1 mindset results coach in the fucking nation yet? Why am I not doing this? Why am I still having thoughts about the past, about my dad or things that happened to me? Like, I'm talking about the real you, the one that you got to lay down at night and talk to every single night. The one you got to go to the mirror butt naked and look at yourself and stare at yourself and be like, what the hell happened to me? The real you, right? Think of all the thoughts and all the pain, and think of, and I'm not doing this as like fear mongering or like, I'm talking, this is just reality, right? I work out 7 days a week and I look in the mirror sometimes like, the fuck did you do it? I'm like 10% body fat. I'm not even like obese, and I still look at myself like, bro, you could be better. What are you doing? When are you going to get it together? Right? Like those thoughts, those conversations that you have with yourself. I'm going to tell you guys something, all you guys that have kids. If you don't take care of those things now, right? If you don't work on them every day, I'm talking every single day. If you don't work on those things and change those things and create a solution for all of those things, your mindset, your emotions, your spirituality, your finances, your business, your relationships, your networking, your social presence, if you don't work on these things, all of those painful thoughts and things that you go through and think of on a daily basis, if you ignore them, you're carrying them and giving them to your kids. Kids don't give a shit what we say. They don't care nothing about what we say. Will they give it some thought? Well, maybe will they do something with it? Maybe. But you want to know what they're going to do? They're going to see you go to the fridge and either eat super healthy or eat like a slob. And guess what? They're going to do the same thing. Mom eats pizza like four nights a week. I can eat pizza. It's okay for her to do it. It's got to be okay for me. Right? Dad drinks every single night of the week. And he's got a beer belly. What's wrong with that? I can drink every night. It's just a drink. It's just a beer belly. Right? My family eats like crap every night of the week. I'm speaking as if I was a little kid. That's what I'm going to do. There's nothing wrong with it. Mom and dad lived to be 60 and 70. But mom and dad also had cancer. They were obese. They were unhealthy. Dad had 3 heart attacks. Nobody's looking at that, right? Like, we have to look at the underlying win, not the win on the outside, man. I'll tell you what, I like the win on the outside, though. I'm not going to lie. Like, I like being super fit and ripped and looking in the mirror like I did that. Because I used to be chubby. I used to be fat. This is the exterior everybody gets to see win, but the real win is that I know that my vitals are good. I know my heart isn't my actual, not my emotional heart, but my heart beating in my chest is healthy. I know that I'm avoiding cancers because I've been avoiding cancerous foods and eating like crap. I know that I can go to the gym and not catch not get inflamed and not catch a inflammatory tear because my body's not inflamed. I haven't been eating inflammatory food. You understand? Like, the same thing goes for your mind. The same thing goes for your emotions. The same thing goes for your bank account. The same thing goes for your business. The same thing goes for your reputation and your respect, right? Like, all of these things are there. They're just masked by all these shiny little easy buttons everywhere. Right? Like, I want to help you guys be okay with digging in them things. Them things are hard, yo. Like, those things are painful. Those things are insanely difficult to deal with by yourself. But if we got a team here, look at all you guys here, man. I see you guys popping in. Maria, Sattler. I see you guys, man. Like, this is what it's about, is like having other people there to help you guys move along and become a better individual. Why on earth? I mean, think about it. Like, think about it. Stop. Don't think about like everything you've learned. Try to take like 10 seconds right now to like forget what you believe, forget what you think, forget what you've been taught. Think of like the most basic level, right? Let's say you have a baby, right? Like, you have a little baby right here, right? Like, we'll say we'll say this little dice right here is a baby, right? Why would you not want this baby to have the best food, to create like the best body and the best health and the best of everything for that baby? Why would you give it a Pop-Tart? Why would you feed it sugar? Why would you give it anything that would harm its body? All these foods that we eat, all these Pop-Tarts and Hot Pockets and pizzas and noodles and bread and all the condiments, that's what creates cancer. Cancer isn't something that's formed naturally within a body. It's formed from foreign objects, food being put into it. That's how it's formed. So why would you feed that to your baby? And why would you feed it to yourself? Right? You only get one body. This flesh of meat that we got walking around, like, we only get one of these, right? But I think that we're so numb to it and so dumbed down to it from all of the marketing and commercials and things we see every day. Who cares, man? It's just one beer, bro. It's just one pizza. It's just, one night, right? It's not just one night. It's just not one beer, because incrementally over time, it destroys you from the inside out, right? Does that make sense? Hopefully I didn't go too deep with you guys, but just hear me out. Like, I love noodles. What's up, Alex? Good to see you, brother. But listen, you guys, and you guys know that I usually have a beard, and you guys know that I'm usually rocking a Limitless t-shirt. But as for everything else, I've always I caught so much slack for it, but at this point, I don't even care. I like being dressed up. I like being addressed when I walk in a room with respect. I like this look, and I think, and this is my opinion, you don't have to agree with it, but I think, the same way that I'm setting an example for my son, I need to be adding to the example to our nation, to the community, to the masses, right? There's a lot of confusion out here about genders and the way to dress, and hey, I can become a billionaire in my sweatpants. There's just something about dressing like a fucking man. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to say it, but I said it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it's powerful. It makes a statement. you walk in a room, you command attention. You know what I'm saying? So like, you guys will be seeing more of this. I'm actually gonna go get me some new suits made, because now that I've been working more and more on my fitness, my suits don't fit me anymore. So that's why I don't have my suit coat on today, but I will soon and shortly. But listen, you guys, overall, like, I'm not telling you guys that you guys have to dress like me. I'm not telling you guys that you have to do anything in particular. But what I do want to do is I want to bring you guys stuff to teach you, hey, maybe you are interested in getting fit and you're tired of having a dad bod and looking down and you can't see your junk, right? Maybe you're tired of like not being able to go to the beach and wearing your swimsuit, right? Maybe you're tired of like beating yourself up in your own mind every day, sitting on a couch only to find out it's dark out and you wasted your day. Maybe you're tired of like dealing with all these emotions inside and being a wreck, and you can't focus on yourself, your family, or your business, or your job or career, or your school. Maybe you want to learn how to connect and network with other great people, right? We attract the things that we do and we are, right? So I'm going to start showing you guys more and more of me and who I am. I dig the beard, but you know what? I just got tired of it. I'm not saying you can or can't have a beard. I'm not saying you have to get dressed up. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just giving you my opinion of it. It's nice to be clean cut. It's nice to be, dressed up and I just feel like I'm in power, dude. Like, I don't feel lazy. Like, I don't want to go lay on the couch because I have a dress shirt and some dress pants on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel great. And if I feel great, I'm going to do great stuff. I'm going to come here. Like, I'm blabbing right now. Like, just blabbing to you guys. It feels good. I haven't been live in a while. Shoot me. I don't know what to tell you, but I do know this. I'm excited to see what you guys want here. I'm open to us integrating together. I have specific content I'm going to bring. You guys have specific interests you want to work on. I want to integrate these things together, and here, this is where we're going to create a community again, right? And we're going to be called the Limitless Legends. That's what we're going to do. And I want to pull you guys in. I want you guys to get to know each other and work on each other. And the thing is before I even introduce how we're going to connect and where the group is and what we're going to do, I'm going to do another live stream where we're going to go over commitment. Because the thing is like, and I'm going to give you one last little story that you guys can kind of think about. Okay. So, remember I told you I used to get in trouble and I used to be a troubled youth and I went to jail and stuff. It was for dealing and manufacturing cocaine, right? Once I stopped that life and I started my new life, I was able to speak on stages, right? I got to speak on stage, literally. I can post pictures if you guys want to see them, with Les Brown, right? Like Les Brown went on stage right after me. Les Brown is one of the most well-known motivational speakers in the world. I think the guy gets like $70,000 or something to come speak for a couple hours every time he speaks. Huge guy, right? I got to speak with Chris Record, one of the biggest influencers in the e-com business, right? Periscope Summit. Periscope was, at the time, one of the biggest live streaming platforms there was before Facebook even took off with it. Periscope was the spot to be at. I'm telling you that to tell you this. I had a fucking awesome story to tell everybody. But you want to know what I didn't have? I didn't have this. You see this? This is my own written content. This is all my content. So what was I doing? Remember I told you I got in trouble for selling drugs, right? So what was I doing? I was pushing drugs to make people feel a certain way, right? And they would pay me. I'm speaking on stage without any content, going out here speaking on stage, telling people my story and leaving. So what did I do? instead of giving them something physical to make them feel a certain way, I was saying words to make them feel a certain way. Do you understand? Does that make sense? I didn't give them a tool to fix whatever it is they needed. They just related to it, felt good, got high off of it while I'm speaking to them, and it solved nothing, did nothing for them, right? So today, I don't want you guys to feel hyped and excited about what I'm talking about. Sure, it's nice to know that you guys are excited about it, but when it comes down to a commitment of us here at Limitless and us as a community, I'm going to be looking for real people with real commitments that want to hit real goals. This is not something that we're going to be playing around with. And just so you guys know, like, I do tons of one-on-one coaching. That is where JC shines the most, right? I get one-on-one time with somebody. I work with them face-to-face or via, Zoom, and we get to work all the time. And in most cases, I fly out to them once or twice to meet up with them to see how they're doing, how I can help them, and give them a physical one-on-one coaching session, right? My coaching sessions, like if you're to be coached by me, it's for 6 months minimum. It's going to take 6 months to make those changes, like to dive deep where the actual root of the situation and problem is, the issues are, reverse them, rewire them, and move forward building off of those, right? I'm just letting you guys know, I have no interest in looking for people that just want to be around for the hype. It's a commitment thing, right? And we'll talk more about like how to get into all of us into a group and get us working together and doing things. But even in my coaching, like, it's 10 grand to work with me for 6 months, right? Some people look at that and they're like, dude, no way. That's cool. I have no problem with that. I have other people that just drop it immediately and say, let's get started. And where do I start? Because they're willing to make a commitment to get in. Now, I'm not saying that you guys need to make a commitment money-wise for this group, but I am saying there has to be a commitment from you guys for us to start working together. I want people to take this serious. I want people, I don't just want a number count. Like, I'd much rather have 5 people in a group working super seriously on their life, their results together, helping each other, than 50,000 people in there and there's only 5 people talking. Does that make sense to you guys? So we'll get into more of that stuff and we'll do, I got so many, as you guys can see, I've got so many live streams coming up. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous, but you guys can look forward to like 3-4 live streams a week. At the end of the week, we're going to do a Q&A live stream. I'm going to try and figure out exactly where we're going to meet up for a group and where you guys can be for a group. There'll be different levels of groups. There's going to be a free group where you guys can get in, work with each other. There'll be a paid group. That will probably be a lot more serious group where I'll spend some time in there doing live streams, helping people with whatever goals that they have and things that they're working on. And like I said, there's also my one-on-one coaching. It's at minimum 6 months. We need 6 months time to work together. It's 10 grand. There's 15,000 and then there's 25,000. We can work on yourself. I can come work with you with your business. I fly out to you. There's a lot of stuff going on. You guys will be seeing tons of posts about one-on-one coaching because I'm flipping my whole clientele over. I'm gonna start fresh. We're gonna get some other people back in, some new people in. You're gonna be seeing tons of posts about the $10,000 coaching. So if you guys are a little butthurt about me selling stuff on my page, this probably isn't for you. No hard feelings, but I take this very serious. I take people's results very serious. I take their life very serious, and I take what we do together collectively very fucking serious. So that's all I got for right now. I think I'm gonna end it on that note. I appreciate all you guys that are here. I look forward to your feedback. I want to know what you guys would like to learn more of. If you missed what we're going to be talking about as far as content, I talked about it in the beginning of the stream. What do you guys want to learn more of? What would you guys like to see more of? How would you guys like to work together as a group? And things like that. And what day, excuse me, what day every week would you guys like to do like a Q&A where I just sit here and we have a little conversation together and I can answer your questions about things. So let's get all that stuff, streamlined and figured out. We'll work together to get it all situated, and I will see you guys later. I thank you guys, man. I look forward to seeing you guys throughout the week. Turn your notifications on. Make sure you got notifications on. Down low in the pinned comment is my YouTube channel. I'll be posting stuff there on YouTube and getting connect with you guys there. I would suggest everybody that's here go follow my YouTube just in case something happens to my Facebook page. It's been known to happen before. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. We can't be stopped. We won't be stopped. We are the 1%ers. We are limitless. The only limitations we have are the limitations in our own mind. I'm John Cerrone. I love you guys to death, and I'll see you on the next stream. I'm out. Peace.